hard to watch because I'm like, damn, like, am I about to lose my wife giving birth to my child? Because, like, she's sitting here throwing up and, like, she can choke on this throw up. Ma'am, get me to the nearest delivery room.
Same girl is still in there with us. Moving so slow.
So slow.
She moving everything just slow about her.
And it was like, yeah, so the baby heartbeat is dropping. What's up, DT fam? It's Tramell
and Deasia,
and welcome to our world. So as you guys can see from the title of the video, we're gonna give you like a quick little in-depth story time because really like everything's happening so fast and we were just trying to record. So go ahead and take it from here.
So March 27th, which was last Wednesday, I had my last appointment until it was time for me to get induced. So with this appointment, I asked to be checked, like to check my cervix just to see like how far I was dilated because she checked me like what 2 or 3 weeks ago and I was like 1 centimeter. So she checked me. She was asking like, do I think that my water broke? I was like, well, I've been having a lot more fluid coming out. I don't know if it's discharge. I really don't know. I can't tell. So so they did what I had to do, like a little stress test. They did that and then they ended up checking me. And so when she checked my cervix, there was like blood coming out, whatever. So she did a test, but she was like that. What did she say? Like she couldn't really tell.
She couldn't tell if there was amniotic fluid in the test from the kit in the office clinic.
Yeah. So then that's when she was like, okay, we're just gonna take you over to labor and delivery and have them do a test because they can really tell. So we did that. We was in there, and y'all, we was at, normally our doctors come a good 20 minutes.
Yes.
It was in the hour.
And I'm like, oh my God, we gotta go back to work.
Right, we gotta go back to work. Like, it was in the hour, and like, we was still in labor delivery waiting for them. So they hooked me up, made me change.
Do all that. I had to wheelchair Deasia to labor and delivery, and they were gonna do. They was like, we can wheelchair her, but I was like, well, no. I'm going to go ahead and do it because, I wanted to make sure they wasn't trying to act all like it was complicated. So we popping wheelies. I'm like lifting the back of the thing. At this point, it's not even a wheelchair. Like at this point, I'm carrying Deasia like in the wheelchair to labor and delivery.
So so we get that. So in there, the lady checked. Well, she did a little swab thing, and that like said she did the swab thing to see if like my water broke, whatever. So we waited for that. And then the doctor came in there and he was just like, oh no, it haven't broke yet, blah, blah, blah. You're fine, you're good to go. So that was on Wednesday, 27th.
Wednesday.
So at this time, I'm already working from home because it was going to be my last week because I was planning on getting induced on the 1st. So Thursday, the 28th came around. So it was normal. I got up, did my day, went to work, blah, blah, blah. And so like after work, I started, like, my stomach was, like, real hard, and I didn't know if it was, like, contractions or, like, because the baby, like, she would just stick it would just feel like all her limbs
she's
out.
standing up in there.
Yes. So
and I always see why, because
that's what she do now.
She stretches out all the, her legs barely are folded like a normal baby. She's always just, like, her
stretched out. And, like, that's what I always felt. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just her, and, like, I don't know, maybe she just real stretched out and it's just making my stomach work real hard. So we end up leaving, went to my parents' house, and it was like off and on, like when we was driving, and then it stopped, and then we got back to my parents. Like when we got to my parents' house, it was back on. It was like real hard. So I was like, okay, maybe I just gotta use the bathroom. Stomach's still hard. So I was like, well, maybe you should call the doctor, whatever. So I called the doctor. They would get on my nerves because the lady's asking all these questions. Mind you, this is my first pregnancy. She's asking me, well, did your water break? I was like, I don't think so. I just went to the doctor yesterday. They said it didn't break. Like, I don't think so. Then she was asking, what else she was asking?
She was asking, what do you rate the pain?
Oh, yeah.
Was it a gush of water that might have came out?
And then she was saying something. She just kept asking like the same question. It was like, ma'am, no. Then she was like, well, just go to labor and delivery. I said, all right, bye.
Because also she was like, are you, like, since you're able to talk on the phone with me and talk through the pain, then it must not, be that bad. So it's like, just go to labor and delivery, which is like, you could have, eliminated that whole phone call.
Literally.
And just like.
Right. I don't know.
Because they wasn't helpful at all.
She wasn't helpful at all.
Even if you would have said your water broke, what?
Literally.
So it was like,
so
don't have a
I was
person
just
call.
like, yeah, I just hung up. And someone was like, well, maybe let's go. I was like, first of all, we drove, all our stuff was in Tramell car. We drove my car to my parents' house. So I was like, I'm not finna go to the hospital for them to tell me to go back home. No, I'm not finna waste my time. I'm not finna add up bills. I'm already gonna have a hospital bill. I'm not doing that. So I was like, no, I'm just, it'll go away.
Jesus take the wheel.
Right.
We finna go back home.
So we came back home. That night I ended up eating me some fries. I ate some fries, some Chick-fil-A fries. Went to bed normal. Y'all, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm dead sleep. All I feel is just a gush of water fall out. Like, just come out. So I hurry up and got off the bed because it's just like, am I peeing on myself or what? Because it's just water coming down my legs. So I went to the bathroom. I didn't turn on the light. I didn't even care. I turned on the light because I need to see what's happening down there. So I go get on the toilet and it's all white and it was a whole bunch of mucus. So I was like, oh Lord, my water broke. So I was like, I hurried up, got up, and I told him, I was like, I think my water broke. So he jumped up.
I jumped, like, she woke me up so quick, like, and I could tell you were sleeping good because your eyes are still a little red. And he was like, he's like, bro, I think my water broke. I said, oh shit. So I get up. So first thing I think about everything. Like, it's hard for me to just pinpoint one thing in my mind. So I started thinking about Bella. We need to hurry up and get out the house. The bags are in the car. So that's just always, my mind was everywhere. So I literally jump out of bed, throw my robe, take Bella outside, come back in.
And by this time, I'm calling my daddy because my mom was machine was going to start. I called daddy. I was like, my water broke. We're going to wait in the hospital. Yeah, I'm at this point, I'm lost. I don't know what to put on. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just like, all right, I had to put on a moo with some pajama pants and a robe. And I grabbed a pillow. I grabbed my phone, my charger, my purse. And we were sitting in the house for so long because somebody wanted to sit and put on earrings.
First of all, no, listen. So listen. I come back in the house from taking Bella out, okay? So when I come back in the house, I'm like running in the house. Like, I done knocked Bella down with my kneecap because I'm running. Bella came in the door, slid across the floor. So I'm like, oh my gosh. She looking at me like, dang, like, what did you knocking me down for? So I'm like, Bella, come on, get out the way. So I'm like, okay, I make sure she has some more food. Make sure she has some more water. So I'm okay. I put on my, because I didn't have any clothes on, so I had to put on some sweatpants, put on my house shoes. And then my earring, I be taking my earrings out at night because sometimes they be all in my way when I be asleep. They be holding me down. So I was like, because like my holes feel like they be closing sometimes. Maybe it's just me, but it's been a long time since I had my earrings. I don't know. So we have to leave, and I'm like, oh my god, my earrings. So I have to put my earrings on, and y'all,
take it forever.
I have to put my earrings on and in the mirror. Like I have to look because I can't do it just not looking.
It takes so long just to put one in.
But I had to hurry put them in because I'm like, oh my god, like.
So at this point, I'm just waiting on my stuff. Like I'm leaking, and I'm just sitting here like, okay like I was leaking. I'm leaking. I'm sitting here waiting on you to put earrings on, and my water broke. And it's just I'm just sitting in the back. I'm like,
no, because like
I gotta hold my legs together.
No, first of all, you didn't tell me it was that bad. I thought it just had broke, but like I had to put in my earrings because my hoes they be doing something. So I'm like, oh, let me pop these earrings in real quick, and like I had to do everything. Like you have to let me take Bella. It was a lot. I had to do before we left.
You didn't have to do all that.
Yes, because okay.
Only thing you did was take Bella out.
Yes, I had to take Bella out. But I'm saying my mouth was everywhere. I had to make sure everything was together. So I had to put my earrings in.
And y'all, and then that morning, I didn't even brush my teeth at all.
Oh my god.
Y'all, I just got up. Like, did I mouthwash?
No.
I don't think I did anything. I just put my clothes on because it's just like my water broke. I don't know. I can't do nothing else. But this one made time to put them earrings on. So then the earrings are finally on. So we get in the car. So we driving. So I was a little nervous. Like, what was you feeling like on the way there?
I wasn't nervous on the way there. I was just like, floor it. Like, let's get there. Like,
I was nervous. Because I was like, dang, like, I really finna push the baby out. Like, I was just nervous.
I wasn't nervous.
But I was just like, well, I mean, hey, I kept saying, I'm ready to get this baby out. So here's the time. So we finally got to the hospital. We had to go to the emergency side. So, y'all, we walk into emergency side. it's just leaking. It's just coming out while we're walking. So we get in there. So I tell the lady, oh yeah, my water just broke. She was like, oh, okay. And then she went to the back and never came back.
And at this point, like y'all know I'm goofy, I'm funny, you know, I love to have a good time and stuff like that. But like I do have a mean streak. I'll admit to it. I have a mean streak, and I work really hard not to bring that out because sometimes I can get kind of like, you know, aggressive in a way. So at this point, she's pissing me off because, man, we're here. Obviously, her water broke. The lady tells us, oh, okay, your water broke. Disappeared, never came back. Then she comes back, tell us to go to this room.
No. It was a whole nother lady. You remember when we first got to the desk, it was that black lady. And then she went to the back. I thought she was going to get a wheelchair. And then another lady came up, and we told her. And then that's when she got the wheelchair and then took me up.
Yes.
So then they took me back to the same room I was just in the day before.
Literally, the day before. The test that we took, y'all, that we told y'all the first time when we got the doctor and they thought the water broke. On that Wednesday, we take the same test.
We in the same room. So we go in there. It was this lady that came in there.
And I'll never forget her name.
Mind you, what was her name?
I'm not gonna say her name, but
I don't remember her.
I remember her. I remember
but
she
y'all, she was moving so slow. If I came in there and said my water broke,
ma'am, put some gas in your ass.
Like she's moving around so slow, asking all these questions,
like a meth truck.
And then it's just like, okay, well, let me check your cervix. And then,
but even before that, she's talking about, okay, undress, I'll be back. Do you know how to do it? Yes, we took this test before, man. We know what to do. Oh, okay, so yeah, I'll be back. Took her about 20 minutes to come back. Yeah, so I'm going to swab you. Ma'am, I just told you. Literally. I did this. You don't have to explain to me.
You don't. My water broke. You do it. And then she was like, as soon as she swabbed me and put it on test, she was like, oh, yeah, your water broke.
No, ma'am, but before that, she swabbed you, and she was like, asking you a question. Okay, so what was it last time? Did you think your water broke? No, ma'am. I just told you. If you're comprehending, listening, we came to the doctor. The doctor, the one who sent me here to get the test, because the doctor thought that my water broke. I didn't think that my water broke. You asked me that 5 times. Okay, so your water didn't break. Okay, so did you feel contraction? I don't know.
That's what I kept saying. I don't know. This is my first time being pregnant.
I don't know what to feel.
Know. They feel like period cramps.
And at this point, I'm getting mad, and Deasia, she look at me. She's like, "Okay, calm down, like, you know, just calm down." Because I'm like really getting upset because it's just like I feel like you're not taking it serious. And then already being a black woman, being in labor, being pregnant, that's a whole nother topic. Yeah. So I want to make sure Deasia, being a black woman, going through pregnancy and labor and all this, has the best experience. Like, I'm going to be your voice if you feel like you can't talk. So the lady asked me the same dumb questions.
Literally,
then she talked about so what did it feel like when your water broke? Bella, stop barking. So she's talking about something. So what did it feel like when your water broke? Was it a sprinkle? Was it a Deasia? She said, oh no, it was like a gush. She's like, okay. And then like, so was it like just a little bit like coming down your leg, or was? Ma'am.
Man, at this point the bed is soaking wet. That's how much water is coming out. My booty is wet, and you're sitting here asking questions.
The same question. Like, after she asked all these questions, then she sit here. Oh well, yeah. I am looking at the test, and they do say positive. Ma'am,
I just told you that. I just told you my water broke. I'm sitting here leaking.
I'm telling you asking me the same dumb question.
Literally.
And you already see that the test is positive. You already see there's amniotic fluid coming out of me.
And you steady sitting here.
And you steady asking me the same question. Well, yeah, your water did broke. Obvious damn lead my water broke.
I wouldn't be here if it didn't. I didn't pee on myself.
So then we just see her do some, okay, any family problems? Is this your first pregnancy? Is this? And then Deasia, at this point, Deasia getting irritated. And it's like, you can hear Deasia being irritated. So the lady's just like, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, I have to ask everybody these questions. Ma'am, get me to the nearest delivery room. You are sitting here prolonging the time.
Literally. So then after all that, I finally got wheeled to the room. Wait, did they wheel me or did I walk?
I think you walked.
I walked. Y'all, they didn't wheel me. I walked to the room.
Well, they did actually. Can you walk though?
Oh yeah. And I told them, yeah. So we walked to the room. So then the same girl is still in there with us. Moving so slow.
So slow.
She's moving everything just slow about her. So now she gotta put the IV in me. Couldn't find no vein. Talking about, oh yeah, you're a little dehydrated. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? I said, ma'am,
I'm leaking.
I said, ma'am, I haven't ate or drunk nothing since 5 something in the afternoon. It's going on 2:00 a.m. Of course I am. I was asleep. I was asleep because I expected I had to go to work the next day. I was asleep, Mel. So she kept, yeah, it looks like you're dehydrated. And
we're going to let gravity do the work.
Right.
Like, put your arm down on the side of the bed.
At this point, I'm already sleepy. Like, I just want to go to sleep. So she finally put the IV in me. Got that going. Now she trying to get blood. Same thing. Struggling over here, y'all. Bruised up on from her trying to stick me to get blood. So she doing all that, still moving so they didn't take it serious that my water broke. Like,
pause. 22%. Let's go ahead.
So yeah, so they didn't take it serious that my water broke. So the lady's just moving so slow. After that, did the other lady come in?
Yes, after that they switched over to their morning nurse.
Yeah.
Because it was at that point we're going on 3 in the morning.
Right.
So they came in, introduced themselves, told her, we're gonna get started. By this time, her contractions are picking up. So at this point, Deasia's contractions are picking up. So the lady like, okay, what do you rate your contractions? And Deasia's like, a 4. Whole time, Deasia's contractions are off the chart. Like, they're all the way to, like, if you've ever been in a room with a woman giving labor, then you understand that monitor. Her contractions were off the monitor.
And it didn't even feel like it. Like, I just feel like I had period cramps. And, like, if I get it, like, I'll just have to, like, rub my back because, like, that will help. But it wasn't, like, it didn't start getting bad until after I told them, yeah, go ahead and give me an epidural. And I was waiting on that man to come in there. That's when the what was it?
The floodgates of heaven.
The contractions, they just went all the way to the space.
Yeah, I was rubbing Deasia back. She would say, what is taking them so long? And I'm like, well, I guess the man will be here in a second.
Y'all, it was like, at this point, I wanted to cry because it was hurting so bad. And, like, they just kept talking about, yeah, he's in another room, He should have been made his way to me. I don't care about these other people in here. So then he finally come in there, y'all. I swear the epidural was the worst part of this whole experience.
Man.
That was the worst part. Y'all, it hurted so bad. Like, I cried. The whole time he was trying to put the epidural in there, I was crying because it was hurting so bad. And then he just kept telling me not to move. Sir, you were sticking a whole needle in my back.
Literally, so like I'm holding Deasia like hands, and I'm telling like squeeze my hands. Don't move, just squeeze my hands. So I'm literally practicing breathing with her. Like we getting through it. Yeah. Like she was strong. Like Deasia was so strong. Like I can only imagine. Then the man gets the needle in and had to use another needle because the other needle was bending.
Right.
So you have to re-stick her in the back.
And I was like, oh my God. And it was just like, it was
a
too
lot.
much.
Now, even though, we might be a little dramatic with the story, but, everybody was definitely great. And they were great. The whole experience was great.
The daytime people.
Yes, the daytime
people that we had during my whole laboring.
Literally.
So then he finally got the epidural in. That started to kick in.
Then they gave you that Pitocin.
Yeah, then they gave me the Pitocin to speed up my contractions because at this point I was at 6 centimeters.
Yeah.
So they speed that up. So we was cool at first. I was asleep, going in and out of sleep. Then all of a sudden, all the nurses start rushing in there. So it's like I'm asleep. I wake up to everybody in here. What's going on? So then so I was sleeping on my side because that was the best for the baby for like getting her heartbeat. Because when I was sleeping on my back, she didn't like it. So they kept telling me to flip over one side, flip over another side. Mind you, I already have the epidural, so I can't feel my legs. So it's like I'm struggling to flip over because I can't use my bottom half. So then they all coming in here. They telling me to get on all fours, lay on this peanut ball because they can't find her heartbeat is dropping, blah, blah, blah.
Now that was scary.
Yeah, well.
I was trying to stay strong, because I don't want to show stress because she will be stressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, that was so scary. Like when they was like, because they just came in there, no questions, no comments, no nothing. Then after everything, they was like, yeah, so the baby heartbeat is dropping because of the Pitocin, because Deasia was stuck at 6 centimeters. So we like, okay. So they turned it off and was like, we're going to give you some seconds. And then seconds passed, the baby heartbeat was normal, went back
up.
Then they came back in there and they was like, okay, we're going to start the Pitocin again because you're still at 6 centimeters. The same thing happened. Baby heart rate going.
They all running in there. They tell me do this, do that. So then by this point, they already been discussing about me having a C-section because if they keep increasing to get my contractions going up, at this point, her heartbeat is just going down. So I was like, at this point, I'm over it. I'm tired of. I'm over it. I was like, at this point, just do what y'all gotta do, just to get my baby out. That she's fine. I don't want to sit here and try to go through labor and deliver naturally if it's gonna mess her up. So I was like, whatever. So then, my doctor finally came in there, my OGIN, and she like explained everything. Like once she came in there, explained everything, I was like okay with it because like the nurses like they was kind of explaining, but not really. But I felt like more secure with when she came in there and explained everything to me. So I was like okay. So at first it was just like okay, they were just talking about it, just thinking about it, and then they did the what is it, Pitocin again, and then that's when I was like, yeah, no, we're just gonna go ahead and do a C-section. So they start prepping for that. They put in a catheter, and then
gave me my stuff to put on.
Yeah.
And then they would just say, okay, we about to go.
Yeah, and at this point, like I was nervous, but nothing really hit me until we left the hospital. Like I was nervous, but it was just like at this point, just get this baby out of me. Like, just come on.
So they did everything with the bed, took the bed out. They took Deasia by herself and told me to sit and wait.
Yeah. So and it felt like you was in there. You was waiting. You didn't come in there for a long time.
Yeah, I was waiting for a long time.
So when I was in there, they put me on the bed, and so they put some more medicine inside my epidural to like really numb my body that I can't feel nothing. So he did that, and like they were just talking to me through everything. The anesthesiologist. So my whole body was numb, so he had this ice pack, and so he put it on my top half because I wasn't numb there. And he was like, "You feel this cold?" I was like, "Yeah." So he started going down my lower half. I couldn't feel anything, so he was like, "Okay." So like they were just saying like, "Okay, well we're finna give you this other medication. Some other medication makes you throw up and stuff." So then that's when the doctors came in there, and then they was just prepping, like gotta put that little stuff on you. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's called, but it's like brown, like red brown. Yeah. So they put that all over my stomach, whatever. But I couldn't see it because they had a shield up. But I was like just hearing everything. And so then when they finally gave me the medicine, that's when Tramell came in there.
Yes.
And at this point, I'm feeling I gotta throw up.
Yeah, it's like, so I come in, so they're like, "Dad, sit right here, blah blah blah." He was like, "Are you okay with blood?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Okay, we're gonna let you know when to look over the drape to see the baby. For now, just sit here." So I'm sitting here talking to Deasia. So she's like, I feel nauseous. Like, I feel like I have to throw up. So I'm like, okay. And the man was telling me, like, okay, she might feel nauseous, stuff like that. But she was like, tell the man. So I'm trying to tell the anesthesiologist. And he's like, okay, so he's in the middle of still prepping the medicine. So, he got to do that. So at this point, Deasia is, like, throwing up. And, she's laying down because it's a C-section. So automatically, like, I started crying because it's hard to watch. Because I'm like, damn, like, am I about to lose my wife giving birth to my child? Because, like, she's sitting here throwing up. And, like, she can choke on this throw up. So I'm just like getting her through it, like turn your head and things like that. I'm telling Deasia like turn your head, like make sure you like if you gotta throw up, turn your head. So Deasia's turning her head, she's throwing up and stuff. So I'm like, is there a bag? Is there anything? Is there a napkin? Anything like that to where I can use because she's throwing up and like I'm sitting here watching her throw up and like I'm like, oh my god, is she gonna choke? So it's just going on and on. And like it felt like the longest.
It didn't want to stop.
And I'm like, oh my god, like I'm just so stressed out at this point. So then she finally stopped and she's good. I'm like, okay, boom. So then they finally get Yeva out and they had me look and stuff like that. And as soon as I saw her, like saw the baby, like I just broke down. Like I don't know why, but like I just broke down, started crying. And they had, put her to the weight thing, weigh her and stuff like that. Deasia finally stopped throwing up. She was fine. And we were just getting through it, and like we were just talking through it. And like I kept talking to Deasia because the whole time her eyes is closed. Her eyes is closed, throwing up. Her eyes is closed during like the C-section. So I'm like,
I thought my eyes was open.
No, you had open, but you were closing them. And like that's why I kept talking to you. Like I need you to talk to me because I don't know what's going on. They give you this medicine. I don't know what's in this medicine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like she's just talking to me little by little. I'm having her talk. And she was just saying like it was just like pressure, so you didn't feel the C-section, of course.
No,
but it was just like a lot of pressure. Yeah. So that was a really hard experience, low key, but we really got through it.
We did. Thank God. And it was quick too. Like they were saying like it'll be like 2 hours of me like being in like surgery room, but it took them 3 minutes to get her out, and like it only took them like what?
Like 5-10 minutes.
I would say like 15 to 20 minutes to like sew me up. And it was like so quick, and like when they was like they were done, I was like, dang, it was fast, like, cause I was thinking we was gonna be in there for a long time. But yeah, and then after they sewed me up, they switched me to another bed, and we was inside the recovery room.
Yeah, we was in the recovery room and recorded everything, Yeva and all that. So it actually was good, but
that
it was scary.
It was scary, and just I'm one and done.
Yeah, one and done. We don't want no more kids.
No, I don't want no more. If somebody asks me, I want no. If y'all not gonna have the kids for me, I don't want them.
No, that's it. And we
that was too much of an experience.
But one thing, like this whole experience, like I've always respected Deasia, and like obviously y'all see our dynamic of our relationship. You know, like we're really cool. We're friends first, and that's what leads our relationship. But I respect you like a ton. Like I will fight somebody holding a gun to your head. I don't got no weapon, and they got a gun, and I will fight them. Like I just have so much more respect for you, and you're just so strong, and like you did an awesome job. You did an awesome job.
Cause at first, like before, like, cause I'm an overthinker, so like way before I was time for deliver, I was just like, man, how am I finna get through this? How am I finna like?
You did.
But it really was. It was not bad. The only bad part was the epidural.
Yes.
Like
the epidural and the throwing up. That was hard to watch. Now the epidural, I didn't really cry that much with you because like you was getting through it. You was crying, but you was getting through it. But that throwing up, I said, oh shit.
Because at first when he was like always gonna make you throw up, I was thinking to myself, I ain't gonna throw up because you know me, I don't be throwing up. Man. I was like, they ain't gonna affect me. Then I felt it. I said, oh,
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot, but we got through it.
Jesus did it.
Yeah.
But that's really it, y'all. We're gonna get out of here before this camera died. We are also currently vlogging, like our first week with our infant. Yeah. So y'all might see us in the same clothes and stuff like that because we're doing a weekly vlog right now. But we just have to throw a video out here for y'all because we let y'all know that we're gonna do this for y'all. Mm-hmm. But that's really it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and join the family. We're on the road to 1K. And
yeah, make sure you follow all of our social medias. Yeah, you'll have her own Instagram, so make sure you follow that. I need to get back in my TikTok bag because I said I was gonna be a TikTok mom, but I ain't did nothing.
Yeah, it'll come. we doing a lot. It'll come.
Yeah, but
that's what it is. We out, y'all. Yeah, y'all want to see her?
She's going back to sleep. She been asleep all day.
It's all she do is sleep. Okay. All she do is sleep. Look. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next video.